Hey guys, this is Neo from Back to Warcraft, and we're back from Blizzcon, and the Undeads have arrived in the Reforged Beta. Whew, this is pretty exciting. Of course, Remo and I are both Undead, so without further ado, I give you the first glimpse of what Undead is in Reforged, and then we're gonna get some gameplay later. So we have the gold mine, which has a big crown on top. Acolytes look pretty much the same. They look a little ninja warrior-esque, as you can see, which is pretty cool. It's different for sure, but they're very distinguishable. They have the silhouette that you know. The ghouls look very different than they are in Warcraft 3. They are way more like the WoW ghouls. But they move cool. Little crouchy. I like that. So let's get the army in. Because I think that's very well done. This looks like an undead army that you would see in Warcraft 3 Reforged. In Warcraft 3 Frozen Throne as well. So I have a female Death Knight right here. I have a Lich and I have a Dreadlord, a couple of Fiends who are way more round than they are in Frozen Throne, not as lengthy, I guess. Statues, one Destroyer, one Abomination. So let's see how this feels in a fight. Here you go. You can see Nova, not really as it was before. Very small in my opinion. And one of the biggest downsides I show you is the coil. Because the coil, it's just a little projectile. It looks a little bit like, I don't know, what Doom is throwing. So, not the biggest fan of the coil. I feel like the Carrion Swarm is really good. We will see that here now.
That was my plan. Agreed.
There could be more Carrions around that swarm, but I think it's okay. Once again, Nova, very small. Coil, in a fight, this will be very, very hard to see if a coil is coming or not. So this is the standard undead army. But of course we have a little more as well. Here's the gargoyle. The Fee flies around. The wings are wider, I think. But you still have the same silhouette. You still have the same positioning of the guard. Looks a little bit more werewolf-esque, I would say. Or wolf-esque in general. Good thing about the casters, they look pretty much the same. You can easily recognize the Banshee, especially from behind. And the same goes for the Necromancer. Of course, due to his staff and the colors, it's very easily recognizable. So let's summon some skeletons. Let's see if they are updated as well.
This better be good.
Here they are. New reforged skeletons have arrived as well. Not sure if this goes for the Dark Ranger too. They look a little bit like footmen with their helmet. It is pretty much footmen, right? Maybe we need some more team colors on them, especially when they're on Blight, off Blight. I guess it's okay. In a big army, you gotta see that. One of the biggest things in Undead Mirror especially is how does anti-magic shell look, because there's a lot of green.
You brought me back.
There we go. It's still green for everything, and there might be there's definitely a bug on flying units.
Why?
There's definitely a bug on flying units. This looks better on ground units in my opinion.
What must I do?
The dead shall
a lot smaller than before,
as the shadow wills.
But still a little bug. There's something off. So catapult feels good, looks good. We will zoom in on the Banshee real quick. There she is, looking really good. Very Crow-esque from Dota. Necromancer, we gotta wait for him. Meat Wagon looks amazing. Like, there's no doubt that this Meat Wagon looks great.
My sight
is
yours.
The shape is, in my opinion, a little too transparent, but the model itself is very good. Looks a little dull as well. But he's
I'll look
barely
into it.
recognizable, even
I
for the
go
player who
unseen.
controls him.
Let's see.
And the Frost Wyrm, the biggest unit we have in Warcraft 3. Very bony. Very frosty. But feels a little more than a Garg than the Frost Wyrm was before. And the attack animation, see it here. A little too fast, I feel. The original Frost Wyrm, the projectile was very slow and you could feel the impact, in my opinion. But
dead
here,
shall
not
serve.
too much. Let's see how he looks
Let
with Frenzy.
darkness guide me.
Frenzy is still a very small animation thing.
The restless
Can I
dead
triple
await.
on something? No, I can't. But yeah, that's pretty much Undead. I think the buildings itself, very recognizable. We still have the half moon on the Black Citadel, which is pretty big. The altar looks good. The sacrificial pit is very close to the original. Ziggurats as well. And the Rubian Tower looks really frosty. I like that a lot. Spirit Tower too. Can I attack?
This better be good. What does the shadow will?
Okay,
The dead
really
shall
love this
serve.
projectile.
The restless dead await. As
This
the
is-
shadow
I-
wills.
If you're blue, very close to the frost attack. But in other team colors, this should be better. So, yeah, this is pretty much it. We will give you... Oh, I can show you Burrow, which looks pretty cool as well. So, dives in head first. I like that. Destroyer animation. And that's, once again, the healing effects. A little too much, maybe. We'll zoom
My
in. We have a
vengeance
female
is yours.
Death Knight, as I said. There she is. Oh, that's dropped.
Let battle be joined.
Female Death Knight. A lot of detail on the horse and on her. This looks amazing if you zoom in. Like an insane detail to this character.
My patience has ended.
Sworn to
Lich, pretty much the same actually. Also very recognizable due to the coat that he wears. Flying books, really well done. A lot of detail. The Orb of Corruption is a little dull. It looks like a fairy floating around.
must hunt
Dreadlord
soon.
is one of a lot of Dreadlords, I guess. I don't know how many there are really. But very powerful with the wings. Very distinguishable from the rest of the army. And I think
My
Undead
vengeance
feels
is
really good.
yours. You call.
There's a couple of things that could be improved. But in general, I'm way more
My
happy
patience has ended.
with the direction the Undead went to. Coil Nova
My
definitely
patience
needs
has
improvement. Orb of Corruption, stuff like this.
My vengeance is yours.
But for
My
first
patience
release
has
version,
My vengeance is yours.
this is pretty nice in my opinion. What do you think, ladies and gentlemen,
What is it
about the Undead
My vengeance
in
is yours.
Warcraft 3 Reforged? Is this how you expected them to be? Do you have any criticism for the Undead, or are you in general happy? Night Elf will arrive in 2 to 3 weeks, depending on how many fixes there are for Undead.
My patience
Unholy
has
Aura and
ended.
Vamp Aura, by the way, which is close to the original as well. So, yeah, that's the first view on Undead gameplay. Later, when I'm back from work and grind the ladder or the matchmaking system of Warcraft 3 Reforged. Thank you very much for watching. The Scourge is here, and we want your feedback in the comments. Stay tuned for more Warcraft 3 Reforged content.